Well, this is a brilliant way of increasing the adoption and curiosity. What if you could gift somebody Bitcoin worth 200 rupees? And that's exactly what this Hyderabad cafe shop is doing. They have a provision wherein anyone who is walking into the cafe shop, they can buy a gift card worth 200 rupees in Bitcoin and gift it to anyone. And also we have some news from Russia. So Russia seems to be going on the path of Japan now. After Japan, it's Russia who has said that cryptocurrencies are a legal payment of method, which most of the countries are still to do so. We have two Australian politicians holding Bitcoins. Well, why not politicians can hold Bitcoin? What's wrong with that? Of course they can. Let's go ahead and look into it. Welcome back to Crypto Conversation. I'm your host Shiv, and this channel we talk about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain. In case you're new, subscribe. And also, this is not a financial or investment advice, just my personal opinion. We start with the coin market. Well, the coin market doesn't look pretty good. Okay, yesterday the Bitcoin price was about 8,500. Today it's come down to 7,814. So looks like it has that downward trend. But of course, there is always a lot of wait. The April is coming, and people are excited about the next bull run, and hopefully it should come in. There's nothing which is stopping us. So this is a very interesting fact. So one of the cafe shop in Hyderabad, if you are in Hyderabad, you should definitely find out more about it. It says the gift vouchers, buy your first Satoshis for just rupees 200 INR. And you can gift it to anyone, right? I mean, all the exchanges today in India, if you see, the minimum purchase amount is about 1,000 or 2,000 or something like that. What if you could get Bitcoin for 200 rupees only? And especially for those people who have not got a Bitcoin as yet, 200 is as less as nothing. So gift vouchers offered as Hyderabad coffee shops are fueling both curiosity and demand for Bitcoin. People are going to be curious. What exactly is it? Give me 200 rupees Bitcoin. Well, I own. So imagine someone who does not own a Bitcoin and getting this 200 rupees Bitcoin, and then he'll be proud on, oh, I have got Bitcoin worth 200 rupees, which will eventually turn into 500 or maybe 1,000. Who knows? In the next bull run, this is what has happened with most of the people who got Bitcoin of 200 rupees back in 2010 or back in 2011, and that Bitcoin is worth a lot today. So good way to start, definitely. Says sold for as little as 200 Indian rupees, $3 approximately. They offer an opportunity to enter the cryptocurrency ecosphere with micro investment that bears virtually no risk. I mean, who really cares, even if nothing happened with 200 rupees, right? It turns out that more and more Indians buy the vouchers to surprise friends and family, or even for themselves. Interesting, very interesting. So this is a story of one of the guy. He says that I've heard from a few friends about Bitcoin and how they have gained a lot. I mean, there are many people who are not holding Bitcoin. You'd agree to this fact, right? Although they have invested huge amount, this is only a small one. Once I learn a little more, I can trade in a big way, and this is the best way to go. Start small, start learning, and then when you think, then probably you can increase slightly a little bit, investing and all the other things. So yes, this is the news coming out from India, and we have Russia saying that now the digital money will be the legal payment of method. Now Russia has been one funny country, okay, of course in terms of cryptocurrency I'm saying. So I've been following them for about more than 1.5 years, and right, they have changed regulations very frequently. So once they said that okay, Bitcoins are banned, that was back in 2013, and then in 2017 they said okay, Bitcoins are good, legal, and then again the finance minister said no more cryptocurrencies. Now again they are saying that Bitcoin is a legal payment method. I won't be surprised if they change the decision once again. But what I do see from Russia is one of those countries which is looking and very serious at the adoption of cryptocurrencies and trying to find out what best can they do for their country, which is amazing. Israel, the news is that they are confused, just like many more countries. So Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, even though they are termed as cryptocurrencies, but they are not actually a currency. So there's always a confusion whether to treat them as a currency or whether to treat them as a security or commodity. And Israel decided that this is not a security, but the question again still remains the same: can they treat it as a currency? So it says, as a general rule, the cryptocurrencies that are designed to be used exclusively as a medium of payment, which is a nature of a currency, clearing or exchange, are not limited to a specific venture, that do not confer additional rights, are not controlled by a central entity, will not be deemed as securities. But can they call it as a currency is also a big question mark, right? So let's see what happens with Israel, because, and this is something happened in Israel also, if you remember a couple of months back, that now this time this happened in Chile, that the banks are not supporting the cryptocurrencies companies with the fiat money, right, transfer. So as you know, most of the countries today, the exchanges operate with the fiat currency. So for the new people to adopt the cryptocurrency, they have to go through the route of the fiat currencies. So what happened in Chile, that these banks are not actually ready to open a bank account for these cryptocurrencies companies. So here say the banks taking law into their hands. Obviously, as per the current law, cryptocurrency, the banks cannot deny opening a bank account for these cryptocurrency companies, but that's what they are doing. So it looks like the cryptocurrency companies out there, they actually approach the governments and saying that some association. So here says 2 cryptocurrency exchanges from Chile have called on countries banking association or banking association to issue a clear position regarding the new industry. The companies took this space after a number of Chilean banks reportedly shut down their account just for dealing with the cryptocurrencies. I mean, as per the current law, no banks, I mean, in India, it happened that the HDFC banks are not allowing their customers to buy cryptocurrencies using the bank account, which is, I mean, there's no such law as yet. So clearly there is a resistance from the bank when it comes to adoption of cryptocurrencies. We can clearly see that cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin are the real threat to the banking system. We spoke about this yesterday evening. The videos, the two ex-bankers clearly said that the bankings are fraud and the cryptocurrencies will dilute the banking system completely in the very near future. And the last one is very interesting. So 2 of the Australian state politicians have revealed their Bitcoin holdings. I mean, what's wrong with that? Why not politicians can have Bitcoin? I mean, they do run the country, but they are also human, and this is interesting. And one of the questions that I had, that the politicians wouldn't be happy, but in my opinion, most of the politicians do hold Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I mean, that's the whole idea of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It is not biased to anyone, right? It's not like a bank. That bank can deny you to open an account. Bitcoin lives on your phone. Anybody in the world, poor, rich, doesn't matter caste, whatever he does, what position, can download a wallet and buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So it's interesting that Australian politicians are also owning Bitcoin. But by the way, in Australia, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are really adopted. The government is very friendly out there. So these are the good news coming out from cryptocurrency space. I'm very excited about all the news, right from India, what 200 rupees gift voucher, right from what happened in Chile, that cryptocurrency company are approaching the bank saying that banks cannot deny us these services, and Australian news. Let me know what do you think about this news in the comment box below. Do not forget to comment. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that bell icon if you have not so, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day ahead.